or the Sarkodie by, of course you can put out everything. If you book no say Jesus Christ, you everything that is done in the Bible. He picked on Sarkodie. If you read the book, you would infer correctly say that was the very first abortion she had. Or see, when she was in her teens, her mother opened her legs like meat pie.
Like a Bible
Like that, and read from Leviticus. And told her straight away, this Bible that I'm reading, you have to keep it holy. Next time I open it and I see that Leviticus has been moved to Numbers, I'm going to deal with you.
With ginger.
See? Ginger and pepper. That's what she said. She said she was so naive when it came to some of these things, birth movement, you know. And when she was careless, Sarkodie wasn't the first person she dated. And to you know, she said she lost her guard. These are the words. Because the guy was probably charming. Probably she saw a certain future in Sarkodie or Jai. You can meet us. I've met a number of ladies on a first meeting. No, I won't take them for cheap. I won't look down on them. It's just the aura around you. Sometimes it's what you bring on the table. But there are some men who are immature. Oh, a loose girl. Or whom you know. No. It depends on who you meet. She met Sarkodie. Look at the level of Yvonne at the time. Who was Sarkodie at that time? A budding artist who was just beginning to win some awards left, right, and center by the cheap Ghanaian award systems. Like VGMA, others are. You have to vote before you win. Award bearer now, you're voting to buy. You are buying the award. These are the conversations we should have. The hard conversations. You can marinate the thing, garnish the thing, but the truth remains the truth. Award bearer, Uber voted to win that award. These were the awards Sarkodie and the rest were winning, including me myself.
As of that time now, we need send a year amount.
Debbie, a year man, I returned all the awards.
After how many years?
After when I got conscious, there is no a friend says, expiry date when it comes to consciousness. A bimmer take almost 20 years with Halifax when I came with talk or say, some things he wrote in the past and there he would have taught something else. And
of course,
we grow. It takes people different times to journey to their destination. And Sarkodie's issue, Yvonne was a beautiful flower. You liked the girl, you went and did your own thing. Fine. Then she got pregnant. When she got pregnant, she approached her and said, oh, what we did now, it locked. And you said you were not ready. According to her in her own book, no. Also say she wasn't that ready. Normally, when things like this happen, the women are more traumatized than the men. Most of the time, it doesn't even matter their age. Ubenguna are confused, especially in Yvonne's thing. What I read in this book, what I see every day when I read this book, is a woman who is suffering from mental issues.
Question to Yvonne is the person beside Yvonne say, is Sark the only man the person beside that question. Throughout their life, Sark Sark is the only man or woman abortion, and I want to know that thing. That question I want Yvonne to answer. Is Sark the first man to impregnate her to abort it? Say yes, then I will stand by her. If no, then she didn't have any right to put Sark in the book.
I said, and can be for how be uncle the better book.
And if possible, say maybe I'm not saying because I'm not in her shoes, but it's a question I'm asking. Because Obadiah, Utimika can say throughout your life, no, I'm not saying. I mean, it's an assumption. It's a question I'm asking at the same time. Is Sark the only man who has made her to commit an abortion? Okay, say yes, dear, then she has every right to recall that experience. And yes, Nanka, she shouldn't put Sark in there.
Now say yes.
And if you go further to read some of the things she's saying now, but say from the point of akwada oni papa no, utumi say na why sad. Or me kana I say ubia she's in pain and now expressing the pain from her childhood. Or na make say ka Sark of course that's any money na so or daughter or sisters. Women are emotionally like that. Omu to me transnormal they go into their realms and then they start regretting decisions they've made throughout their life. And they start pointing fingers. It matters, remember, we swallow it. What you say? So I was expecting Sark to swallow some of these things, some of these shortcomings from Yvonne. But then those feminists now, almost like their job, insulting Sark and making it look like it's a gender war between man and a woman. If it's a gender war, then we can sit here and say that we have to blame women for some of the things that happen. Since it's becoming a gender war. Let me run up by saying, Oba to mini bema wo na onim say bema we ne ba nie oni oba no nya problem because oba no fi say emba no ye ni dia more than bema I didn't think emba mo fi say enkwa na emo dia che yen. Why do you think the kids belong to you more than us? It is the man's seed that does what? And no bema ni seed no do go oba no and no develop eba. But women always feel say they are always the ones at the wall, being pushed at the wall. So we men, I say we don't have feelings. And I have so many mothers. I'm going into the other chapter of the mother part.
They be.
I should go into the mother part.
Mami call round and some because ukora can say me some about so I be so.
And then mami landing on the Sarkodie you know. 18 American say. Blakk. Sark number 1. The song is needless. It is totally needless. If you wanted to cash out like Yvonne, then fine, but it was needless. The attack, the anger, the explanation. Say you had a thing, how many? That's number 1. Number 2, Yvonne. I can understand you, but my question still stands. Is Sark the only guy, the first guy, or the only guy in your life who made you committed an abortion? I need answers to this question.
And they be a volume 2.
Sarkodie did not see, or he refused to see, say, this is a woman who was born without a father. Up till now, she's looking for a father. Her book says, I am not Yvonne Nelson. The problem is not the Yvonne, is the Nelson there. This is a woman who has gone through hell. She almost won Miss Ghana and a BBC here. And so many different things. I expect the corporate Sarkodie, who wants everybody to see him, say, industry darling boy, you know. Yeah, he's so corporate, he's a gentleman. You come up with this vulgarity. How many dicks have you sucked? Excuse my Latin.
It's wrong.
You are for the street. So you slept with a street girl, right? You are immature. You would look, go to the Bible, enter the Bible. Prostitutes crown. Mary Magdalene, no, there was a prophet who was ordered by God to go and marry a prostitute. And look at how God used a prostitute to save Israel. Remember what I mean? These are times. So you never look down on people like that. About who advises Sarkodie? Why na Oman no advice no? For Yvonne, she wrote a masterpiece. Me kind book where I feel so good. I wish say there were some names she hid from us that she would have mentioned, like the Nigerian issue, how some actresses were lesbians, and some too were taking drugs and all that. And I wish say, Anka, all these things will come on, but Sarkodie's response is nothing. And if I had my own way, I would strip him of all his ambassadorial deals. One, I will ban his music for a certain period. This is what happens. Look at what happened to Kanye West.
For what offense?
Good. He asked for what offense? The offense is that you have responded to somebody who has said something, and by so doing, you have looked down on womanhood. Understand? That's the offense.
I'll come back.